Hey guys, it is me, Tanya, founder of the TNG Designs Group Limited. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to rebrand yourself. That part. And I know a few people kind of get a little confused as to think to themselves, you know what, when do I even do that, right? Well, I'm about to share with you exactly when you do that and all the key things that you need to be able to recognize and pick up on. So when you do know, the time is right? So folks, before you get stuck into this video, make sure that you go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, and remember to hit that little ding bell so you do not miss out on any videos that I go ahead and upload. And also stick around to the very end because, as always, my gift from me to you is going to be right there, so make sure you watch the rest of this video to find out exactly what that is going to be. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so folks, as I said, we're going to be talking about how to rebrand yourself, right? Now, knowing when to even do this, knowing when to even think about this can sometimes be tricky. But you know what? Your senses, or your spidey senses, let's call them that, or even the fact that if you understand what your values are in the first place, and remember, if you go back and check out that video they actually recorded, put a little thing right there, you'll know that, do you know what, when certain things no longer align with who I am, or I'm starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable with the growth that I've had, and now, wait, do things actually match what it is that I'm doing? That's when you need to start addressing it, right? When things naturally just don't fit anymore, or when things start feeling a little bit disconnected, that's when you need to start addressing whether or not you should rebrand yourself. And I'm specifically talking about the idea of yourself today because I am actually going to be doing another video with regards to your business, and that's a whole nother topic, but specifically for yourself, when it does come to rebranding yourself, as you know, as we get older, right, we evolve naturally. We naturally grow within our minds. We actually grow within the way we start thinking. So it's super important to make sure that those values that we actually tapped into at the very beginning, right, still resonate with who we are. And that's the first thing that you want to make sure that you do is, are your values still resonating with who you are today? And not only your values, but your VPV. And what does a VPV even mean? Well, you always hear me talking about the brand power of 3, right? It's essentially that. Your values, your purpose, and your vision. Are they resonating with who you are today? Because that is super important. And it's super important that you actually start there. There's a reason why I keep on repeating myself about it, because when you understand what your VPV is, you understand that, do you know what? This is how I want to resonate with people, and do you know what? This is actually what I want to put out there with my brand message, and this is how I want people to understand and know what I'm about, especially when it comes to my personal brand, especially when it comes to elevating my beliefs and the reason why I do what I do, or stand for what I stand for, right? Those specific things are absolutely key. So folks, when you are building up your personal brand or thinking about rebranding yourself, know how each and every one of those items can be super important to be able to elevate that aspect. And essentially what I'm talking about is you understanding what is new with you today, right? It's all about what's happening today, not when you started at the beginning. What are you like today, right? What is your VPV today? What is your personality today? Because our fights change as we grow equally. And it's super important to be able to understand that, do you know what? Okay, what is actually now important for me or to me? Because whatever is important to me, I want to make sure that my audience also knows about it. And especially when it does come to the idea of me addressing that brand message, or the idea of me thinking about, do you know what? I want to make sure that my audience knows about this key particular thing because, yeah, it's playing on my heart. What is tugging at your heartstrings, folks? You got to think about that. When you understand what is tackling you today, what is tugging at you today, you understand that, you know what? These specific things, and when I actually dig a little bit deeper, it's all about resonating with what now aligns with me today. So folks, that's when you need to start thinking about when you should be rebranding yourself. And especially when you do come to thinking about how you can actually rebrand yourself, it it's super important that you do tap into these things, you know? Because it'll be the difference between you continuously talking about something that you don't really wholeheartedly believe in, and equally that's also going to show up, by the way, versus you talking passionately, you talking with the airs and the graces, right? Of in a way that really, really touches your heart. Because when you speak passionately about it, that energy that you're putting out there, whether you're on stage, whether you're in public spaces, whether you're speaking on your own social channels, it all comes out. It all comes out naturally. And whether you think that you're hiding it versus you quit completely shining in it, that's the difference. If you do feel like you're hiding it, know and believe that that will be shown. The fact that it doesn't resonate with you, I mean, that's going to be shown. So speak your truth. Speak what is on your heart. Obviously, in a way that it's positively congruent to you and your brand, your personal brand, that is. And as I said before, we're going to be touching base on the idea of your business brand as well. However, right here, right now, when it comes to your personal brand, think about all those things. Where are you today? Think about that. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there. And again, as always, I really hope that really resonated with you. And here we go, folks. My gift from me to you. This is my guide. And from this guide, you're going to be able to understand 6 key principles that will allow you to literally elevate within your brand, whether it be personal or for business. This is going to be for you, because do you know what? Each and every one of these key points are going to help you to elevate in a different kind of a way that will help you to stand out from that competition. That'll make sure that message that you're sharing actually resonates with an audience that you actually want to work with. And that particular part is super key and important, especially when it comes to your personal brand and you're trying to elevate yourself, or perhaps make connections that are more congruent to what it is that you actually stand for. So think about that, folks. In any case, as always, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, hit that little ding bell, and folks, I will see you on the other side.